Hey guys, what's good? I'm Andre from the Trading Crew, and on this channel we'll look at stocks I love, stocks you love, and most importantly stocks nobody should love. So today I really want to have a look at a stock here which has been in the spotlight for a long time, but for some reason the hype died down a bit, and now it got to a pretty fair price point, and nobody is really talking about it anymore. So the stock is TDOC, Teladoc Health is the company behind the stock. So I really feel like I would like to start off by having a quick look at the chart here, and then I'm gonna just tell you a few stats about the stock. Cool, so I would like to start off by having a look at the weekly chart here, just so I can show you guys sort of where we're sitting. Teladoc has been absolutely hyped up by a few different things, including Cathie Woods investing heavily in it, COVID really pouring a lot of gas on the emerging market of telemedicine anyway, and we can see that the chart here was getting really extended for a couple of weeks here back in February, after which it absolutely plummeted from $300 to now, or actually to $130, and we're currently trading around $150. So with that in mind, has Teladoc really found support yet, or are we in for further drawbacks? So I would like to have another look. I usually like to look at Webull for this, but I want to have a look at the daily chart as well here. So the very first thing that we notice is the fact that we have a gap here that was unfilled, and it's probably going to get filled again. This is in the $179, $185 range. So with that in mind, let's continue to have a look at the stock here. First off, we can see the fact that the MACD is currently in the green, and then the fact that the stock was oversold but is now slightly recovering. I would probably give this another few days so that we can see exactly if it has managed to find support or not really. Let's have a look here. I'm curious if... Yeah, so it does seem like it might have a potential support line here somewhere in the 135 area where it retraced. That being said, it really wouldn't surprise me if we're gonna see it retrace back a bit more before continuing to move higher here. It looks like it actually has another gap to fill here at $161 as well. So guys, I would really give it another couple of days, keep tracking it, and depending on how it goes and what the indicators are telling us, I think we're getting near to a time where buying into Teladoc again makes a lot of sense. I mean, I understand the whole thing that it got hyped up. I understand that COVID played a big role in exploding the stock, and I also understand that it's trading at a multiple, but I still feel like first off, and we're gonna have here a look at some really interesting stats that I want to talk to you about, and I feel like still it has a lot to prove and a lot of potential in the coming weeks, months, and the following year. So in terms of stats, trailing 12 months they made $1.37 billion, and that puts them around a 16 times sales to price ratio right now. I mean, it's not necessarily something crazy, but it's also not considered cheap. I mean, I know the old saying goes that you shouldn't really look at anything that's above 3, 4, 6x price to sales ratio, but I really feel like that's unjust, especially for the type of growth that Teladoc might come with. So I might even argue that even at 16x it would still be priced quite fairly. So with that in mind, it's definitely not profitable yet, and we would potentially be looking at a 2021 that would become that would be the year when they become profitable. They're currently generating or on track to generate $40 million in free cash flow, and then potentially more than $200 million by 2022. And then the very important thing that I want to mention here is the fact that they managed 80% revenue growth in 2020 and are now on track to manage 90% revenue growth in 2021. So with that in mind, 16x really doesn't seem crazy overpriced right now, and I would again quite argue the fact that it might even be fair value for the amount of money that we're investing here. Obviously, Teladoc has acquired a lot of other brands and they have multiple revenue sources right now, but they also have something around 50 million paid members and potentially 20 million visitors that are paying a fee. So with that in mind, guys, I would like to keep this video short. I think Teladoc has a lot of potential moving forward here. It's definitely one that you guys should add to your watch lists and just continue tracking, but I do see a lot of upside, and given the fact that it retraced quite a bit, it might be a good time for us to get back into it. Please do your own due diligence. Please don't take this as a recommendation to buy anything. Just do your own research, see where you think it's gonna end, and do remember the fact that it really depends on what type of outlook you have as well, because maybe you're somebody that wants to turn a profit in 2 weeks, 2 years, or 20 years. So it's really important for you to do your own research and analyze stocks from your own point of view. So that pretty much covers it, guys. If you enjoy the content, please leave it in the comment section below, and I'm gonna continue building similar content. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.